I would like to demonstrate an app called Lesson Launcher. Lesson Launcher is written in HTML5, so it's device agnostic. It'll run on any machine within virtually any browser. Lesson Launcher does what it says. It's going to launch a lesson that students will interact. What I'm about to show you is what the future of blended learning is. So I'm going to click on Lesson Launcher, and it's going to start up the app, and it's going to say that there are in fact a couple of lessons that I can now explore. The first one is, where did the liquid come from? But the one I'm going to show you is thermal energy. This is a lesson that students in 6th grade in Michigan actually enacted last week. I'm going to make it a little smaller and draw down here. Now take a look at the screen and you see all these bubbles. This looks like a concept map, and the core idea is a set of nodes. But every node is either an information resource or a learning activity that the student will do. The computer mediates the lesson. The computer is based in the computer. The lesson is based in the computer. And what I, as the student, do is enact the various nodes, the lesson that the teacher has done. It's created for me. It says start here, so I'm going to click on start here. It says launch this node to get started to learn about thermal energy. Okay, I'm going to launch it. And what it's doing now, it's going to find a document that the teacher identified as a really good resource to teach me about temperature and thermal energy. Notice that this comes from Discover somewhere, and this is a free resource. This is on the internet. It's free. It's an open education resource. Okay, I, the student, have read it. Okay, I got it now. Good. I go back to my lesson launcher, and now I'm ready to read the next one. And I again says launch, and I will now bring up yet another resource about energy, and this is somewhere else. This is actually Wisconsin Online, and here is a wonderful flash of conduction and radiation. No problem, I've watched it, that's great. I go back to my lesson launcher, and now I'm ready to do the radiation animation WeSketch. In other words, I'm going to do a drawing or animation. And I'm clicking here, and notice the notes tell me what I, the student, should do. A very useful way of understanding how the particles move during heat transfer is developing pictures to explain your understanding. You will use WeSketch to do that. Okay, I'm going to launch this, and now I'm going to launch an app which is also written in HTML5, so it can run on virtually any machine in any browser. And this is just a drawing app. I can make drawings here, and now if I was really trying to do a model then of the molecules, I would draw the molecules, little molecule here, a little molecule here, etc. And down here you can see frame, play, so I have multiple frames. This is an animation program. But I'm going to go back to my lesson launcher, and I just want to now illustrate WeCompose. Go over here, and WeCompose is a writing program. It too is collaborative. That is, more than one student can be working on an answer at the same time. So a teacher has a set of questions that they want to see if I've really read the material and understand the material. List 5 ways in which you can protect your home from heat escaping or too much coming in. So I, as the student, would start typing here. And if there are multiple students working with me, we would answer the question here. I want to summarize. A lesson is basically a set of tabs in a browser. A lesson, a blended learning lesson, is comprised of open education resources, free things that are on the internet, and apps that are, again, free on the internet. You can use any URL inside a WeRead. It doesn't have to be WeSketch or WeCompose or that yellow node there. It could be any application you want, you can put in there. We have a program called Lesson Builder that the teacher uses to create this map. This is a roadmap, though in the argot of the millennials, that one might call this a playlist. The future of blended learning are lessons like this, where the student enacts a computer-mediated lesson where the information is on the computer. All the activities are on the computer. You will create a lesson. A teacher will create a lesson. We'll put it on a marketplace. A teacher will download it and send it to the students. The student will open it up and then enact the lesson. Notice again that a lesson is simply a set of tabs in a browser. That's a profound change from the proprietary lessons that the big mega companies, the mega textbook companies, want to give to K-12. This is a radical change for what education is going to be. This is a blended learning lesson. If you're interested, send me a URL, an email, and we can talk about you using these apps. Thank you very much.